Hey everyone, it's Arthur. I never make videos for social media, but today I'm making one because I have some important news to share, and I'm actually hard at work in the studio preparing for that announcement. You might have seen some of these prints I've been posting, and I have more prints to unpack. I have some frames that are looking really nice. I have a lot of work to do in preparation for this announcement, but before I get to that, I want to talk about a problem I've had lately, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, and it has to do with life being busy. Working through this problem has actually helped me gain a lot of clarity and direction because when life gets really busy and you're trying to do your best at work, you're trying to maintain a relationship, you're trying to be there for your family and your friends, keep up with events, things that you love can fall by the wayside. And that happened to me recently when I started a new job. I had to find a new place, and I stopped posting. You may have noticed I stopped posting artwork. I stopped making new art, and I fell behind on my creative goals. And now I feel like in order to catch up, it's gonna take even more sacrifice and even more work than I've already been putting in. And now the thought of sharing art or making art, it has become something stressful. And you know, I got to a point where I just had to stop and ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I staying up late, waking up early, working so hard and putting so much energy into something that is now making me feel stressed out? And when I really looked into this, I came up with some interesting answers. The first thing that came up for me when I asked myself why I make art is that art makes me feel connected to myself. And what does that mean? Art, it seems like all day my attention is outward. My attention is on my work, or during my commute, it's on the road. I'm giving my attention to people in my life. My attention is always going out. And when I'm making art, my attention goes inward. My attention goes back to its source. It comes to rest on its source, and that connection just feels really good to me. That is, I love the creative state. I love when my attention is inward and there's a sense of flow. It doesn't require any effort to maintain that state. I just automatically am doing what I want to do. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than sitting down quietly and working intensely because I feel that connection, and that actually leads directly into the next reason why I make art is because that connection actually helps me to learn more about myself. And it's another one of these kind of mysterious, maybe cliches that people toss around to know yourself and to learn about yourself and how important it is. But for me, with art, when I am connected in that state, you know, it feels as though our minds are like this giant iceberg, and you can't really go beneath the surface. It's really hard. But when I'm connected and when I'm making art, it's a way for me to go beneath the surface and see what's going on beneath the hood. It gives me access to parts of myself that are you don't really have access to when your attention is going outward all the time. So by connecting with myself, I'm also learning about myself, and that in turn helps me feel inspired. And that's the third reason why I make art, is because it's inspiring to me. Um, I don't want to knock modern life or society, but it feels like, and I guess it's not a new problem, people have questioned meaning going back to ancient times. But when I'm connecting with myself and I'm learning about myself, it's this really mysterious uh, process that is really intriguing, and it brings a sense of meaning to life. And that is really inspiring. It makes me want to do more than whatever conventional routines we go through with work and the weekends, whatever patterns that we have. Um, Making art really gives space for that. It makes me feel inspired. It makes me look at things in completely different ways when you're connected and you're learning about yourself consistently. Things that you might overlook, all of a sudden they appear very beautiful. Things that normally repel you, that you don't want to look at, now there's something interesting about it. So, number one, artwork helps me connect with myself because my attention is inward and it's focused, and this in turn helps me to learn about myself in ways that would otherwise not be possible. And that in turn makes me feel inspired, and it changes the way that I look at things. It changes the way that I look at myself. And that's really why I fell in love with art, and why I continue to do it, and why um, the announcement is so important. And that has to do a lot with you, but I'm going to save that for another video. So, if you like this video, let me know, leave a comment, and let me know if there's anything in your life that you do to feel that way. It might be fitness, it might be music, it might be some hobby. Let me know what you do to feel connected, inspired. I would really want to hear what other people do, because, that is, as an artist, that's really important and interesting to me. And the process of sharing, I realize, is more important than I previously understood. So leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.